If you attain up to that jhana stage, such type of metta is powerful. Such type of metta can produce to be reborn in Brahmawa. So the previous nimitta, as if nimitta means if you send metta to yourself, dear ones, neutral ones, and enemies equally, that equivalent we call this is breaking boundary, breaking barrier. That breaking boundary or barrier of metta is called for higher powerful metta, supporting cause. Because of this reason, this is also called nimitta. In this case, nimitta means the cause of higher powerful metta.
One question. The third question. Good evening, Bante. When you see the nimitta is bright, spinning right in front of you, I cannot seem to concentrate on my breath. When my eyes started to flicker, how should I solve this problem? Thank you. I think his question is something like this. When he sees the nimitta, when the nimitta is bright and is spinning, something like turning in front of him, he can't concentrate on the breath, and the eye also started to flicker. So how should he solve this problem?
You should not pay attention to your eye. Please forget eye. If you focus on the natural breath with your eye, before nimitta is coming, this habit produces such problem. So because of this reason, when you are practicing anapana, please forget your eye. You should focus on your natural breath by mentally only. If you focus with your eye to the natural breath with closed eye, then this habit will produce such problems. Another is nimitta is another, the breath is the light of wisdom is another. If the light of wisdom is appear little bit far away from your nostril or upper lip, at that time if you focus on the light, then that light is not your meditation object. But for some meditators, they say they cannot focus on the breath object at that time. It is impossible. Your mind has power, mental power. Your mental power can choose every object. For example, when you are practicing vipassana, sometimes you contemplate ultimate materiality as nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta. You can change. Sometimes you contemplate mentality, ultimate mentality, sometimes nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta. You can change. It is impossible not to change. You cannot change, it is impossible. So your mind have power. You should use your willpower in this case. If you give up, I cannot concentrate, if you give up in this way, your concentration cannot develop further. I will try. Buddha teach in this way. If you have enough confidence to the Buddha's teaching, then you should focus. It is possible. Without impossible, if it is impossible, Buddha will never teach. So you should have enough confidence in the Buddha's teaching.
Although his eyes are closed, he sees full white light, but the light is not at the nostril. It's only just covering the whole area in front of him. Is that nimitta or light of wisdom?
The light of wisdom only. No nimitta. Nimitta is coming out from the nostril. Especially our breath is bigger nimitta. The light of wisdom is everywhere, in every direction surrounding your body. So here, a little bit far away, this is the light of wisdom. What is the light of wisdom? You are concentrated mind can produce materiality. Among these materiality, there are 8 types of each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. Among these 8 types, there is fire element, tejo. That tejo is called temperature, utu. That temperature can produce new kalapas, new generations successfully for a long time. If you analyze these kalapas, in each kalapa there are also 8 types of materiality. Among these 8 types, there is also kala. That kala also bright depending on your concentration. When your concentration become powerful, the wisdom faculty which is associated with that concentration also become powerful. When concentration and wisdom faculty become power, then that wisdom faculty can produce such strong powerful light. But this temperature produce kalapas light is not only internally but also externally. Because of this reason, if you see a little bit power from your face, one type of color, that color is temperature produce materiality only. The color of temperature produce materiality. This is the light of wisdom only, not the nimitta.
Is there a possibility when an intense uplifting piti occurs before even a sign a nimitta comes? If the uplifting piti is so strong, it will distract breathing concentration. Then how can we further develop concentration towards nimitta? I have to before the nimitta appears. Is it possible to have a very intense piti, very strong piti?
Possible.
And if the piti is so strong that it distracts the concentration, that means he cannot concentrate well on the breath, then how should he continue to further develop concentration so that he can have a nimitta?
According to Buddha's teaching, at that time you must practice the enlightenment pattern of investigation. This is vipassana. But now you are practicing only samatha, you cannot practice vipassana. So because of this reason, you cannot directly contemplate this piti as nature, dukkha, anatta. But by imagination or by superficially, you can contemplate this piti also as nature, dukkha, anatta. Then slowly this piti will decrease. But the way is at that time you should neglect your piti. You should emphasize only passaddhi, samadhi, upekkha. Passaddhi is tranquility of mind and mental body. Samadhi is concentration on your meditation object such as anapana or breath. Upekkha is equanimous mind to your object only. If you can increase these 3 types of enlightenment pattern, passaddhi, samadhi, upekkha, then piti will decrease.
我的第一个问题是，尝试可不可以再重复一下刚才那个就是第二种数息的方法，气息的方法，第二个。
He would like to ask the Sayadaw to repeat again, to repeat the second type of counting.
Breath.
Counting the breath.
Breathing in. While you are breathing in, please try 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 up to the end, from the beginning to the end. Then breathing out 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 up to the end. In this way you should try to count. This way of counting is called great measurers counting. While the farmers are measuring their grain with a basket, they put to pull their basket. At that time they count 1, 1